Oh, and we are live according to the message on the screen. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just joining or if you're watching this later, I put pretty much in the comments everything that you need to know, but I will repeat it verbally anyway. If you're new, of course, email me at my email address, which is on the screen and also in the chat. Your real name, if it's different from your YouTube name, your shipping information, and your PayPal information. Because I invoice with PayPal and I use Pirate Ship to determine the best deal for you. Let me turn my phone down so we don't get any feedback here. I am monitoring. I monitor with my phone to kind of check on the lag and if things go haywire. Okay. Let's see what else I say here. Okay. Oh yeah, the bidding. I do bidding dollar increments. When we do bidding, sometimes we do it by it now. If it's after $10, then it's $2 increments, and that's it. I don't change anything after that. Once I post the sold in the chat, that's it. We stop. If you're a sniper and you catch in there before the sold, then we continue the bidding. I do have silver. I don't think I have any gold items tonight, but if I do have silver and or gold items, sometimes I test them, sometimes I don't. And I will tell you when I put the item up whether it's been tested or not, or how confident I feel in the quality of it. I also posted something I haven't done before. Hey, Marlene. I also posted here a link to our eBay store. Not a lot of items out there, maybe 100, 130 or so items. I really need to get working on that. But there'll be things in the eBay store that are things I don't generally bring to auction. Mostly things like comic books and vinyl albums and that kind of stuff. I did bring vinyl albums once or twice before in the auctions. Sometimes when I'm sharing with other people because it's a different audience and maybe there's somebody interested in vinyl. And I do have a huge, and I do mean huge, amount of vinyl albums of everything. Classical, old pop, 50s and 60s stuff, classic rock and roll, you name it, soundtracks, that kind of stuff. So comic books, the same thing. I got stuff going back to 50, I think 60s or 70s is maybe the earliest. A lot of Marvel stuff, things like that. So DC Comics. So hey Cheryl, thank you for joining tonight. So anyway, that's kind of the heads up on how things are. We're up here in Northwest Vermont. For those who don't know, we're about 18 miles outside of Burlington, which is the largest city in Vermont. Burlington sits on Lake Champlain, which is the 6th largest lake in the United States after the Great Lakes. Let me see what else. What interesting about that? I guess that's what it's been pretty warm here. It was in the 80s today. It was 85, 86. That's about 10 degrees warmer than we normally are this time of year in September. It's going to cool off by the weekend, get back down to normal in the 70s, but it's been toasty. And it's been a toasty summer. And it's been one of those where we get, instead of getting gentle rains, we've been getting a ton of them stuff. Marlene, I keep forgetting to post things in my community section. I'm really bad about that. I'm not planning anything else this week other than this right now. I haven't been invited to anything else. Yeah, I did do the one with Beth last Saturday. I apologize. I should have posted it on my community. I think I did share a link on my Facebook page, but of course, not everybody is on my Facebook. Nobody is friends with me on Facebook. And I sometimes try to remember to post it on Shadow Woman's link that she has out there for Facebook group for auctions. But I just slipped my mind entirely, I guess, and I'll try to be better. I really will. So I've got all the packages from all the last auctions except for one are gone out, and so we're in good shape there. It's been interesting. Lately, UPS has come out cheaper on average than the post office. It's been UPS Ground Saver for many of the packages. So yes, Marlene, I had a good night Saturday. I'm really thankful to Beth. That was a fantastic night. And even that's was a shared night. I mean, it was 4 of us at one point that were doing things between Carolyn and ICU and Beth and myself. Lori J. I don't think she didn't put anything up. So I guess it was just 4 of us. Yeah. So, but Lori was the moderator. So yes, Saturday went well. I was very thankful for the folks there, and So tonight I have pretty much similar things. Basin Harbor, beautiful spot. Yes. My daughter, I mentioned her before. She's a makeup and hairstylist. She does a lot of weddings, and she's been to Basin Harbor many times, and she always raves about it. Um, yeah, it was past my bedtime. We went to 1 o'clock in the morning. I've done that before with Kim a couple times. Actually, that went till 2:30 in the morning because after we were done, I think around 2 o'clock, we chatted for a while. Kim's a fun person to talk to, especially offline. So it was interesting. I had to hear some of the squirrel stories and things like that. For those of you who aren't aware, with Kim, she's had numerous challenges over the years. So anyway, Robert L. Lincoln's home is in down by Manchester. I can't think of the name of the town now. I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, it's a beautiful spot, and the gardens there are just amazing. We haven't been there for several years, but there's some really interesting places to visit in Vermont. If you're just in the sightseeing, next time you come up, if you come up again, I recommend the Shelby Museum. And you think, oh, museum, that sounds boring. No. It's 36 different buildings on about 40 acres, including a paddle wheeler steamship. So it's pretty cool. Check it out sometime online. They have a really good website. And just Lake Champlain alone, you can take cruises on the lake. Of course, the skiing up here is, everybody. There are people who, some people love it, some people hate it. It's kind of one of those things. We don't have the deep powder that they get like out in Colorado, but we definitely have some challenging peaks and some good cross-country skiing. So there were some really cool places to visit. And of course, we got Ben and Jerry's. So all right. Let me see what else. So what am I forgetting about tonight? Oh, so I meant to mention the weather. So yeah, I will continue to stay on Wednesdays for now, unless things change. But trying to keep it between 9 and 11. Although I've been running late every time I've tried it, and that's okay. I'm really hoping that some of the folks that are in the other time zones are, taking an opportunity to tune in. So, and I appreciate all the folks that have shared my channel. That really is nice. And we have picked up a number of new subscribers in the past couple of weeks, so it's been great. I think I'm up to 180 something now. It's not bad. I'm not going to complain. That's great. And let me think. I always say to people, if there's something you think I might have, and I do have quite a variety of things, and there's a lot of things I don't bring to auction, but I've been more than willing to if I thought people would be interested. I have been sticking pretty much with jewelry, purses, and occasionally I throw in some decor and collectibles and that kind of stuff. I've got a bunch of music boxes, for example, and I've got quite a bit of artwork, actually, that we've picked up over the years that I think is really, really nice. In fact, there's one piece or two, there's 3 pieces that we were looking at getting appraised, because one comes from an artist who lived through the Holocaust, and some of her artwork that was done while she was in concentration camp actually helped prosecute some of the officials. So it's pretty interesting. So we got one of pieces of her artwork that was done after the war, but interesting stuff. Yes, Cheryl, I have ephemera. In fact, I think I have some within reach. I don't know what kind of ephemera you're looking for. You're looking for photography type ephemera, old photos. I have that. I have travel maps. Like, for example, we got a ton of travel maps. I traveled a lot for 5 years with IBM, and I saved all the maps I ever got from wherever I went. And we made several road trips as well. So I have some of those, and some of those go back to the 90s. So that's, I wouldn't say it's old, but it's old to some people. So it's pretty cool. What else? There's some oddball things like that I have. I got a bunch of old magazines too, like Life magazines. I have one that's, I think, is it Life or Look magazine with O.J. Simpson on it, which I've tried to sell in the past. So I thought that'd be a collector's item now, but and it was back before his controversies when he was still considered a good guy. Let me think. What else? I have some coins too. nothing too fantastic. I got some foreign coins, stuff like that. So, okay, I've been chit-chatting for a bit here now. Let's get something up on the screen here. Let's switch cameras. I'm going to start with a few oddball items here, I think, and then we'll switch over to the stuff you guys normally see from me. So I think I showed some of this, at least one of these, or two of these a while back. And this is a bunch of foreign stamps that are from the, mostly from the 60s. And so what I'm going to do here on these stamps, get my clipboard out of the screen here, and bring that up closer and bring the camera down a little bit, and we'll show you them. There's a bunch in here. And so what I'm going to do is, I think other people do this similar type of thing. It's a name it to claim it. It's going to be strictly a buy it now, no bidding. So foreign stamps, I can spell stamps, from the 1960s. Oops. I can spell a simple word now. $5, buy it now, name it to claim it. And I realize some of these are difficult to spell, these countries, so I don't worry about that too much. I think, if you abbreviate it, that's fine. Okay, and so we'll start with this. And I did say a couple of these a while back, and I thought, well, let me try one more time and just see if anybody's interested. So this one's from Afghanistan, and they are complete. I checked in here. These are all complete. So this is from 1963. This computer's just popping a message up here for me. Hang on. There we go. Set of 5. It says, a mountainous agricultural land in Asia near the famed Khyber Pass brings you silkworms and frisky sheep in brightly colored stamps. It says there's a set of 5 in here. You can see these were actually from a very old collection. It came from this company, looks like H.E. Harrison Company in Boston. And so if you want to see the stamps, this is kind of you can't see them too well through that wax. These are wax envelopes that they were kept in, probably acid free. But it's just a sample of some of the stamps. So that's Afghanistan. Then there's Romania. And this one is, let me see if I can hold my hand still enough here to get focus properly. Romania is spectacular. From 1966 to 67, 24 stamps in here, brilliantly colored, extra large, pictorial. If purchased separately, they'd probably cost a bargain to be overlooked. And there's 8, like I said, there's 8, did they say they were in here? 24 stamps. And I'll just show you a little sample. And I've noticed that some of these stamps are canceled, like this one here on top, but not all necessarily are canceled. So some very pretty stamps, actually, in some of these countries. Okay. Hungary. Hungary has, let's see if we can get the focus here. Fairy Tales on Stamps, 1959 to 65, set of 11. Do you remember Snow White? Relive this and other magical stories in these colorful stamps. As an added value, enjoy the brilliant butterflies. There's that. Then there's Jordan, and these are memorial stamps from 1964, set of 5, following later on colorful triangle stamps from this kingdom. We're all about John F. Kennedy. And you can sort of see them through the envelope there. This is Czechoslovakia. Like I said, some of these are going to be tough to spell. Oh, I see Cheryl, Romania. Gotcha. I'll set those aside. Hang on. Let me just do that before I forget. Thank you, Cheryl. This is Czechoslovakia. Transportation, 1958 to 60, set of 9. Motor vehicles and riverboats in this small industrial nation are captured here on strikingly detailed stamps. And it doesn't show really well, so let me pull a few of those out. Show you that they are really detailed, like they say. Okay. And Bulgaria. Works of art, 1968 to 69. Postal gallery, 9 different works of art reproduced in rich color and exquisite details in these gold-bordered jumbo stamps, make an invaluable collection. And just to show you a sample there. As you can see, it's really pretty. And this is Russia, This one's about cosmonauts. There's a set of 5 in here from 1962. Blast off into space with Pioneer cosmonauts on handsome stamps showing history of Russia's early space achievements. And you can sort of see that one through the envelope pretty well. And then there is Poland. And this one's from 19, this is varieties, it says. It doesn't have a year, but I know this is all early stuff. A collection of jumbo pictorials featuring spectacular sports, events, wildlife, and pets, and modes of transportation, unique, exciting designs, brilliant color. And you can see there's a ton of them in here, 30 of them. And see, looks like Olympics, something from the Olympics. I would guess that's 1964 Olympics. So they all say Polska, which is their spelling of their country. This one is Rwanda. 20 varieties in here. First stamp ever issued by this young African nation, plus many other unusual subjects such as Pope Paul's visit to the UN. And you can sort of see them because they're pretty colorful through the envelope there. I saw your thing for Poland. I got it. Setting those aside for you. And last but not least, oh no, 2 more. Sorry. The British colonies, it says. Get the focus here. Winston Churchill Memorial, 1966, set of 5 island colonies, thousands of miles apart, but united. Tribute honored one of the world's greatest statesmen. And actually, that one shows up pretty well through the envelope as well. And I think there was 5 of those. And now, last but not least, I'll get it out of the box here. San Marino. How many people have ever heard of that country? 1962 to 63, set of 10. Return to the days when knights were bold and watch medieval sports, or let's go hunting for fowl and game. You can do both with these action-packed stamps. And there's a set of 10 in there. And you can see one of them through the envelope there in the horse. Isn't that cool, huh? So I can't remember where I even got these. I've had these for quite some time. And but that's sort of ephemera, what you're looking for, Cheryl. And that's funny that you should ask, because I just happened to plan on showing those tonight. So thank you for your purchases. Oh, you want Bulgaria. Okay, let me grab that. That's right. I got to count for the lag. I keep forgetting that. Give time. Let's just chat more here. Let me see. Bulgaria. There it is. Okay. Let me write that down just to make sure I don't forget you. Stamps. Cheryl. And I'm going to put those in another envelope with your name on them so I don't misplace them. Because in this room, as much as I don't know if you could see how much of the mess was behind me when I was on camera. It's pretty bad. Hey, Cassandra. Thank you for joining. Hope things are going well in your neck of the woods, or ocean, I should say. So let me just write on this envelope Cheryl's name. Pardon me for a moment here. I'm going to try and stay a little bit organized tonight. And I didn't post it, I realized, up on the on the window, but that's all right. Somebody's seen this later. We'll see that they were sold, and they were buying it now, so there's no point in posting the sold in there because she was the only one. And I'm still trying to get these in an envelope. Hang on a second. Just to make sure I don't mess things up here. These little wax envelopes are a nice size, but they're... Oops. Let me grab extra here. Oh, stitch one. Okay. Probably felt a little thicker than it should be. Okay. Now, let's set that right there. Okay. All right. And you kind of saw it on the side here when I was goofing out. There's a nice little relish disc. Anybody's interested in something like that? I think I was only looking for $7. So let me close the... We put the sold to Cheryl. If I spelled your name right. 3 sets. And we take that message off the screen. And this is I think it's an Anchor Hawking, but I'm just going to call it a relish dish. And we'll start this at $7. Is there any interest? It's in perfect condition. No chips, cracks, anything on it. I forget the pattern. I did look this up. It doesn't have a pattern name. If you look it up, hold it up so you can see it better, the pattern. But it is a very distinctive pattern. I wish I'd written it down better on my notes. I'm terrible that way sometimes. I look these things up and then I forget to write it down. And I don't think I put it on the notes from last week. Let me see here. No, I didn't. So, but I could Google lenses in minutes and you can see it. But if there's any interest in this relish dish for $7, it is. Oh, I should tell you the length of it. It's like about 10 inches that way, 6 inches that way, with the divider in the center. So, like I said, it's an excellent shape. It's not what they call cut glass, because the edges here are these scalloped edges are smooth, and it is. And I know the pattern seems to be cut, but the edging here is not. So just so you know, I've learned a little bit about glass, and I know that cut glass have sharp edges, and so this may be a molded piece rather than a cut piece. Okay, well that's up. Let me see track of what I'm doing here. All right. And one other item I'm going to show it's kind of a general item, and then we'll get into some jewelry. Leave that there for a second and just say pass. Anna, welcome. I don't know if I recognize you, but it seems that everybody else does. So we'll pass on the dish. And Anna, if you could please, my email's on the screen. If you can't see it, it's also in the chat at the very top, pinned it at the top. Would you just go ahead and email me? It's not required. If you want to bid, go ahead and bid, but it helps if you have already emailed me things, and then I can, in the future, not have to worry about it. Okay, so we're going to pass on the relish dish. Set that down here. Another interesting little item here. This is an LED IntelliBulb, they call it. So this is an LED bulb, but it's from dusk to dawn. Oops. So you put it out on your porch or in your house. Let's say you're going on vacation, you want a light to come on automatically. This has got a sensor in it. It comes on when it gets dark. So and we will buy. Let's put this as a buy it now of $6. LED, and I think there's only one in here. Yes, there's just one in here, but it's brand new. And so it says you just screw in the bulb, twist the base sensor away from the wall to detect light, turn the fixture on, let the bulb do the rest. It's equivalent of 60 watts, but it really only uses 8.8. You can't read all that. I know it's hard to read sometimes when you are, but there it is. So, like I said, you can use it for your front porch or back porch, deck, or whatever, or you can use it because LEDs are not temperature sensitive. That's really nice thing about LED bulbs. Here up in the north, where it's, when it gets down to 20 below, you want stuff to continue to work. A regular light bulb works at 20 below, but the CFLs, the fluorescent ones, not so much. But the LEDs, not a problem. I know that because I have all my outdoor bulbs are LED, and yes, we do get below zero. So, so this is like I say, brand new. Maybe this company called FEIT, Fight Electric. Yeah, you pronounce it? Am I pronouncing that right, or Fate? It's in two languages. If you're wondering, it is in French as well as in English. So dusk to dawn. For outdoor, it says it's for outdoor use, actually. So it makes sense. But I think you could use it indoors if you wanted to have a light that stays on. If you put the light in a window, and so that the light comes on automatically at night, for like make people think you're home, that kind of thing. So Anyway, I think that's a good price. You see it for a lot more than that, actually, if you go out there and comp it. So, okay, let's see. That was the bulb. Yeah, find that on my list here, so I can cross that off. Somewhere's on here. I know it's on here. No, whatever. All right, and we'll pass on that. Okay. Let's see. Let's start with the first piece of jewelry. We get a necklace up here. Just get it out of the bag. And I think this necklace is a vintage piece, and I'll show you why. It's got a barrel clasp, and it is. Oh, I'm gonna get the length. Hang on. I'm gonna guess 16. Yeah, it looks like 16. So let me just put it up here. So it's green, and let's bring the camera up. There we go. Get focus. And it's green, little green chips and beads, the seed beads in between that are woven. I think the green chips are stone. They feel cold to the touch, but they're so tiny, it's really hard to tell for sure. But what did I say on this guy here? Oh, yeah, right there. That's okay, Marlene. I know what you meant. Freak find me. That actually works. Okay, green necklace. That's what I'm going to call it for now. We'll start the bidding at $8. How's that sound? If there's any interest, like I say, 16 inches. I'll bring it up closer so you can see it. You can see near the barrel clasp, but it's just the little beads. And then as you look at the pattern, I'm trying to get it here. Sorry, pardon my hands here. You can see it's kind of a woven seed bead and chips all throughout. But it's flexible. It's surprisingly flexible for is having a design like that. But there's that. And I know I wrote this one down. There it is. Any interest in the... Oh, Marlene's in at 8. Next bid would be 9 if there's any other interest or higher. But meanwhile, we'll say going once. Again, I thank you all for joining. It's a warm, it's a little toasty in my room right now. It's 80 degrees in here right now. I don't have any air conditioning in this room, so it's one thing I have to do this next year. We're going to get some cooler weather this weekend, so last call. And so after this weekend, I won't really worry about it too much. Just an open window will take care of anything. Shipping on the bulb, boy, it's pretty light. I don't know. I mean, this thing only weighs. Where's my scale? Just had my hands on it. Oh, I hit it over here, didn't I? No, I didn't. I mean, this thing is light. I'm just gonna find my scale. I had it just a second ago. Give me a second, and I'll look it up, Jana. You know, Gina, you're here. I'm glad you're here. You won't believe this. I was going through some stuff, and I came across an item that you wanted or bid on. I know you probably can't hear me very well. Hang on. Yeah, I came across an item that you bid on, and I never invoiced you because it got misplaced, and that's my fault. I totally apologize. But okay, this is sold. Let me just get this off the screen. But and put that with Marlene's box of stuff. Do you remember this? Let me bring it down, my camera down. You had bid on this quite some time ago. I still have it in my notes somewhere, probably. I didn't write down on here, but I did have your name on here. And I said, "Oh shoot, I never sent her this." It's a ceramic plate, a ceramic dining room thing, and it's yours. It's been taken. I forget. It may have come off of like a ship or something like that. We were trying to guess it. Yeah, I don't remember. Exactly. I didn't know if you'd remember it at all. It wasn't much. It was like $6 or $8 or something like that. If you're still interested, email me. We can figure something out. But I wish I could remember when I took my scale. I know it would be much. The problem is it's probably more the size than the weight. This thing, let's see, it's 4 by 7 by 4. So it would be roughly an 8 by 4 by 4 by box, which I have standard. So I can figure that out. I'll get back to you on that. Let's get something up for people to look at, and then I'll get back to you on it. I promise. Okay. Okay. One really cute thing. It was in the preview, and then just set it down. No, there it is behind me. Is this little guy? Let me bring the camera back down and up. This was in the preview, and I've seen people selling these. And what it is you turn this thing on, and you push this button, and it talks back. When you say something to it, it'll repeat. It tries. Now, if you can hear that, well, I don't know, but anyway, that's kind of. So it's a crow that's supposed to be mimicking your voice, mimicking you. And now, if you can hear that, and the batteries are not very good in this, so I'm sure that's part of it. Anyway, anybody interested? I'm going to shut it off because it drives me nuts after a while. But I'm going to call this the Talking Crow, and we will start him at $6. It obviously is a Halloween thing, and that's what he looks like. And so if I turn him on, you can sort of push the button to try me. And if you can hear that, it sort of listens and talks back to you. There we go. See, it said talks back. So I'm gonna shut it off again because it's gonna keep doing it. It's gonna keep doing that until I shut it off. So anyway, I didn't know if anybody interested in something like that. It's cute. I've seen them out there. It works, obviously. I'll put, if you want, I can even put fresh batteries in it for you before I ship it off. I buy batteries in bulk, so I don't care about batteries. Anyway, that it is it. It's out there if anybody's interested. I see Anna at 6. Okay, Anna. And the next bid would be 7, but I'm going to just go ahead and say we'll start down here, counting down. Going once. Get my tongue twisted tonight. Going twice. Last call. Oh my. And sold. Okay. I'm trying to remember. I keep forgetting to do this. Post things up on the screen, but I'll get to it. Okay. Thank you, Anna. I'm going to write your name down right now on my list. And we'll put him in a safe place so he doesn't talk anymore. And okay. Let's go with some more jewelry. Okay. So I've got this really pretty little faux pearl necklace. Necklace. I've got a necklace coming up, but a little faux pearl bracelet. Let me get the length for you on that. It does come undone. So, got a gold tone clasp. It is knotted in between each bead, by the way, if that means anything to you. It's 7 inches, it looks like. No, let's stretch it out properly here. and 7. So 7 inches for that. And we're starting, hang on, let me get the chat here properly. Yeah, we haven't done much for Halloween or Christmas either, or Thanksgiving, other than we know we're going to have a guest at Thanksgiving. So, okay, I'm going to call this a faux pearl bracelet. But it's really good quality, so I'm going to start this at $8. I saw comparable ones going out there for much more, so I thought I'd try and start with a fair price. It is really good quality. It's not, there's no, when you look at the beads and stuff, it's really good. And the fact that they knotted in between usually is an indication of quality. I mean, I know with real pearls they do that. And they will do it with faux pearls as well. Let me fasten this back up again. I thought I had it on here, but I guess I didn't. Oh, I can close it. There we go. Oh, we used to do the whole Halloween party thing with the grandkids. Had a maze cut into the field. We did scavenger hunts and all kinds of prizes for the kids. And I set up my maze so they couldn't just run through the grass. The grass was like, you could see over it, right? You could see over the grass because it wasn't that tall. I mean, it was like maybe 3.5, 4 feet tall at the most. But so they could cheat by running through the maze, but they couldn't win because they had to find things in the maze. So if they didn't find we would set things in like little things they had to collect, and there was enough for each of them to collect each one, kind of a thing. And we would do that. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. And the kids had a great time. They're all grown up now. So the youngest just is turning 16. So they're kind of outgrown it now. But they had a lot of fun. They would bring friends, of course. And we'd invite the neighbors and the neighbors' kids and all that kind of stuff. So it was a lot of fun. And we have an old house, a really old house. And that's kind of what started it. My granddaughter said, you got a really old, spooky house. She'd be good for a Halloween party. So we kind of took that as a hint and went with it. So, and we had a lot of fun. I also do a lot for Christmas, and I'm not doing it this year anymore. This is my last year was my last year. But if you go to my YouTube channel and go back to last December, you'll see my Christmas lights show that I did every year, and did that for the grandkids too. So and the neighbors and everybody used to stop by to watch the show. You could listen to it on the radio. So anyway, okay, no bids on the bracelet, and that's fine. Let's pass on that. We can post that up there. I keep forgetting to do that. And pass. Okay. All right. Bring that back up. Put that aside. We'll go to another non-jewelry item. I have these salt and pepper shakers. And they're made by apparently a well-known company, artist, whatever you want to call it. They're from Scotland. Salt and pepper. There we go. And I'll show you that in a minute. Let's see. I think the name on this is, I'm going to misspell it. I know. Hang on, let me look at it. Yeah. Oh, so these are made in Scotland, and so if you look at the bottom, this one's missing the cork, but you see the Buckham name there and the made in Scotland, and I assume the number is either the date. I don't think it's a date. I think it's a mold number or whatever. But I can't tell you if it's hand painted or not, but it kind of gives you the impression when you look at it up close that it could be. This one also is missing the cork on the bottom, but those are easy to get, of course. Made in Scotland, Buchan, I don't know how to pronounce that. Matching salt pepper shakers. So they are not new. They were definitely used. You can see the staining from the pepper on this one. And it's got the I think that's supposed to be heather on there, which is the Scottish flower. So, yeah, they're pretty easy. You can buy corks at pretty much any hobby shop, and pretty cheap. Or if you're a wine drinker, you can probably just take a cork from wine and carve it down or whatever. But yeah. But there they are. If there's any interest in those, I don't know if there's any salt and pepper shaker custom collectors out there. But I forget to throw them out there in case there's some interest. Okay, what next? What next? How about some vintage earrings? Let's see here. Not seeing anybody jump at those, so let me. What did I do? No, hang on. I'm gonna take care of this too. Oh my! I hope everybody's doing well tonight. Like I said, it's a little toasty in here, but I'm busy. We spent a good part of yesterday putting in a brand new front door, and it went very, very well with the help of two really good friends. Okay, so I have okay. Well, let me put pass in here. Oh, I didn't. I keep forgetting to do this. There. Okay, so that's there, and we're going to pass on those. Okay. All right. I have two clip-on earrings with iridescent crystal on them, and I know people still wear them. In fact, I saw recently on a video clip of somebody well known wearing clip-on earrings, oh, good, Cassandra. I'm glad it survived okay the long trip. So, vintage clip-on earrings, and we're gonna see if I can spell this right. Iridescent. We'll start these at $9. I'll show them up close. Oh, they should indicate these are marked sterling. So that's why the price. You can actually see the mark on there, right there by my thumb. So these are marked sterling right there. Let me see if I can get that in focus so I can get in close. There, it's marked STER, and then looks like a little symbol next to that. I'm not sure it's a maker's mark. I forgot when I looked at it, but it was. But these are really are iridescent. They catch the light. Amazing. See, and these are clear. They're just picking up the colors from around it. So I don't think these are what the Aurora. I don't know if these are the Aurora Borealis type of beads. They might be. I don't know. But if it wasn't for the vintage part of the clip-on, I would have said, oh, I'll just take these off and put a shepherd's hook on. And you can do that and then just turn around and sell the silver or repurpose it some other way. But I didn't know if anybody would be interested. But these are, I mean, this was what caught my eye. It was the iridescent crystal hanging off of this. And like I said, there are people that still wear clip-ons. So, and they are in very good shape. They're very clean. Let me see if I can get my hand steady here. Let me show you that. Still on focus. There we go. And you can see it just picks up the colors. Amazing all around. Again, because of the way they're mounted, you could repurpose them. And then do what you want with the sterling. Sell for scrap or whatever. I don't care, but they are really pretty. And I just thought there might be some interest, even though they're clip-on. So I mean, I could, man. I may even have sterling silver shepherd's hooks somewhere in my pile of stuff, and I could go back and look and repurpose them for somebody. But I didn't want to. I just didn't know what I'd do with the sterling then. clip-on part and see if anybody would be interested in those. And Jen, I'm still looking for my my scale. I haven't forgotten you. I just set it down someplace in here, and it's not where I can see it. See, that's the way it goes around here. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna. All right. We'll pass on those. That's okay. Let's see here. Oh, I got a really cool item. And I apologize. Again, I'm going to get away from the earrings and jewelry for a second, but this was something we came across. I don't remember how we obtained this thing, but for those that may or may not recognize this, it says the Flintstones on it. And so I'm going to call this the McFlintstones mug. And we'll stock this. And you'll see why I call it that in a second. We will start this at $8. And this is a collector's item. This was issued out by McDonald's. I think it says a year on here. Made in France, actually. 1993, I think that says on the bottom. You see that'll show up on camera. Maybe not without some darkness in the background. You can see it says made in France. Flintstones. This is a McDonald's issued thing. I think it's when the movie came out. So you can see this. It's supposed to look like it's made out of, this is supposed to look like a bark or handle or stone or something like that. It's in perfect condition. It is in immaculate shape, and there's no chips, things, nothing on this thing. It's in really, really great shape. And like I said, it says made in France. Mammoth mug. The Flintstones, made in France, 1993, McDonald's Corporation, UCS, and something or other, Amblin TM, trademark. So, but it says the Flintstones on there. Isn't that cool? Oh, and you can see the little writing there. So you can see the McDonald's logo. Isn't that cool? Oh, I see Cassandra in at 8. And we'll say going once. Going twice. Oops, I forgot to change my post. Good grief. Terrible that way, aren't I? And last call. And we're going to say it's going to be sold to Cassandra for $8 unless somebody jumps in there. Boom. Gone. Thank you, Cassandra. Yours, yours, yours. Let me put your name on that so I remember. My pen. And put your name on there. Oh, come on. There. Okay. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's try. What's a Mary Kay jewelry? Now, this is a really interesting piece. It's actually in the original box. So I'm going to put the box down and we'll let's see, Mary Kay jewelry. And it's the only one I got tonight, so I don't have to worry about describing what it is. We'll start this at $10. And this is a vintage piece. I'll explain that in a minute. It says right here, Mary Kay on it. A fragrance pendant, number 7794. Distributed by Mary Kay, not for resale. Contains one. No date on here. Just says it's distributed by Mary Kay. And it comes in this nice little cloth pouch. And what it is a little mini fragrance bottle on a chain. Chain's a little tangled up here at the end. It's just a minor tangle. There we go. Really long chain. Here, I'll give you a look at that. And let me post that up here. And so for those that maybe not aware, but you unscrew this little thing here, and it's got a little thing inside it. You put your fragrance in there, you dip it in, you put it on your place, on your person, and you screw it back in. It's got a little rubber grommet to keep from feeling. Some on websites have said that this is sterling, this piece, but it's not marked in any way. In fact, it's not even marked Mary Kay, but I did confirm it is Mary Kay. And it's got this is style clasp that's on it. And it's a really interesting little tiny vial on this thing. So, yeah. And I don't know if anybody would be interested in that, but it comes with the box and package that it was in. It says not for resale. Not for resale. But this has been around a while. The box is kind of beat up, but it says it was made in Korea. Like I said, fragrance pendant 7794. So it must have been a gift or something from Mary Kay, I'm guessing. And let's give you a length on that chain. That looks really long. I'm going to guess about 20. 22. 11 inch. I just measured 11 inches, and it's about a 22-inch chain on that. So you could tuck it inside your clothing and nobody would even know you have it there, I suppose. Or you could wear it for it to be seen. But that is that, and is a very collectible item. Like I said, some have said that the vial itself is sterling or sterling plated. No markings on there. I could not confirm in one way or the other, and I didn't get a chance to test it, to be honest. My testing kit's right within my arm's reach, and I just didn't have time to take a look at it. But I thought I'd put it up there, see if anybody's interested. And we'll go from there. Okay. Oh, yes, I'm going to put the really interesting thing that we had up on this preview too next. I think I should do that soon. All right, we'll pass on a Mary Kay. And put that little thing away. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Appreciate people being in the chat. Really do. Nice to see activity. I mentioned this on Saturday. I've mentioned it, I think, almost every week. But if there's somebody interested in joining me sometime in the future, even if you've never done this before, I'll walk you through it. You can trust me. I'm not doing it like I've been doing it forever, like some, for years, like some others. But I've been doing it long enough to feel comfortable with it now. Okay, this is a really interesting setup. I'm gonna try and display it as best I can here, so bear with me here. Or whatever. So this is a Halloween costume. I'm going to bring the camera up so you get a better bird's eye view of it here. And so I'm going to let this go really, this is a bar. Oh, sorry. I just saw your thing, Anna, for 10. Okay. Hang on. Let me just post it in the chat. Let me spell your name right. Just so it's official. There you go. Thank you, Anna. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, now we got a Halloween costume here. So, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Just hit the keyboard here in the wrong way. Costume. We'll start this at $5. How's that? Huh? So there's a brand new mask. Still has the tag. This is kind of a combination of pieces. So this is a mask, Renard. So it's just a plastic, mask, but it's a mask and it's brand new. There's a tail, and the tail's got a little Velcro thing from Storybook Wishes. So this is a combo set we kind of put together. And so you just run it on your belt or whatever. Then there's the paws, and then the ears. So you get yourself a fox costume. You just got to get the clothing to go with it. And I see Cassandra in at first and at 5. And this is a bid. So if Anna, if you want, go 6, or you can say out if you're not going to bid any higher. And that's fine. But on my screen, looks like Cassandra came in first. Yeah, it gives me a chance to get a drink of water. Like I said, it's warm up here. There, I feel better. Okay, well, we'll say going once. Oh, and it's in at 6. The next bid will be 7 if there's any more interest. Sandra's in at 7. Oh, Cassandra's now at 10. Oops, my camera slid down. Didn't tighten it up. Hang on. There, let's tighten that up. And it's out. So again, we'll say going once. Yeah, we have an option. Going twice. Last call. And it is sold to Cassandra for $10. Alrighty. Thank you, Cassandra. Let me find a nice box to put that in. Keep it clean. Alrighty. Okay. Thank you. All right. How about we go with a purse? I had this in an auction many months ago, I think. It is a purse that's made here in Vermont, as I recall. Yes. From a company called Bags and More. Let me just set it right here temporarily and bring the camera up on it. And we'll bring it up closer here in a minute. But thank you, everyone. Hey, Chris. So this is a Bags and More bag. Made in Vermont. And we'll start this at, oh my, I won't try to be too crazy on this one. This is a handmade bag, so I think I'll just start this at $8 and see where it goes. So obviously it's got like a Vermont scene on it. Let me bring the light up here better on it. And that's the one side. There's the other side. It's cloth. It's all cloth. Cloth handles. It's got a zipper. It's got a lining on the inside. It doesn't say what the material is, but I'm guessing it's like a vinyl. It even has the name here, Bags and More by Michelle Carroll. It even has her phone number in here. There's a zipper pocket on the inside, a zipper pocket on the top. There's a pouch on the outside here, a pouch on the outside there. And I didn't see any pockets on the inside. Oh yes, there's a zipper pocket. But just as this plain. Let me unzip that. And there it is. Hope you can see that okay. And there's the bottom. So you can see it's not really wide in the sense of purses or bags go. About 10 inches tall, about a foot across. And if there's any interest in that, yes, it is beautiful. You see, it's made here. It's all cloth, kind of like it's got a rough texture to it. I don't know how to describe it. It's not quilted in the sense of I forget what the material is. My wife did tell me, and I've forgotten already. But the outside it's a very rugged material. It's like a canvas, basically the way to describe it. It's a canvas-like material, but really nice piece, and handmade, like I said. The stitching on this is amazing. You see it's double stitched, so it's all along the top too. It's double stitched. Really solid cotton handles. Kind of a braided material. Tapestry, yeah, maybe that's a better word. Yeah, it's like a tapestry material. It's and very rugged. This thing could take a beating. It's not heavy though. It's not really heavy. See, I found my scale. See here what it is. Come on, 0 up. No, my scale was 1 0. Let's try it again. Yes, not happy here. Looks like it's about 10 ounces, maybe a little more. So not a heavy bag. So, but there it is. If there's any interest in that, because it's made here in Vermont, Georgia, Vermont. So chances of you finding one like it somewhere on the West Coast, maybe not very good, unless it's somebody who traveled to Vermont. All right. Okay, well, we'll pass on that. And pull that aside. Get our stuff. I'm going to switch to something I've tried to sell in the past. And see if anybody's interested. Excuse me. In a watch. This is it's labeled LB. I'm going to get it wrong here. Let me look at my notes. LBVYR watch. I don't see anywhere on. See the straps. The strap is just like it's perfectly straight. It doesn't look. It's kind of a rose gold kind of a tone on the body. Oops, let me get on the camera here. With a red face. You can see the rose gold finish in the clasp. And I will, if it appears to not be running right at the moment, but I will put a fresh battery in it, I promise. So LB, did I say? VYR watch. Let's start this at, why is it doing that to me now? Oh, let's try again here. I'm going to LBVYR watch. We'll start this at $10. I'm going to double check it. I'm going to show you the back anyway. It's got it on there. Yeah. LBVYR. There's the model number 34388. Singapore movement. I don't know what the CE means. There's the face. Kind of a rose gold tone to it. I will, if I have a battery for it, and I have lots of watch batteries, I will put a battery in it. I always try to do that for watches whenever I can. But that is the LBVYR watch. And I don't know what the overall length of it is, but this feels, I don't know if it's leather or no, it says synthetic right on it. Right there, it says right on the strap, synthetic. But boy, it has a very good leather appearance to it, but it's not. It's synthetic. So I see Marlini at 10. The next bid would be 12 if there's any other interest. Otherwise, I'm going to say going once. Going twice. Come on. Oh, there you go. It's hesitating. Last call. And sold. Thank you, Marlene. I'm going to keep that with your other items. Okay. I've got another interesting little Vera Bradley. Let's put that up on the screen and bring the camera up again. It's easier. I can get a bird's eye view of some of this stuff. So this is not a Vera Bradley purse or bag. This is a Vera Bradley book cover. More specifically, I think it's more for like a paper bag. But we will start this at, what did I say I want to run this? I think we'll just start this at $5, I think. I know I've seen it go for a lot more. These go for a lot more, but I you'll see the Vera Bradley in here. There it is. And it's got a little ribbon for a bookmark. And then so you tuck your book in here and here. In fact, do I have a book I can even show you? No, I don't. Oh, sort of. Is this the right size? Yeah, so no, it's too big. I need a paper bag. I don't have one handy. But there it is, a Vera Bradley book cover. So pretty simple piece. Like I say, when I come this, I'm surprised what people are asking for Vera Bradley book covers. I was like, man, you gotta be kidding me. I thought that was way too much, so I'm making this a more reasonable offer. So I'll leave that up here for a minute while I'm thinking about what I gotta do next, and trying to solve one other problem. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to fix two things at the same time. I'm not really good at multitasking some things. There we go. Especially when I'm trying to be careful with something. There. Yeah, that's good. I feel better now. All right. Well, we'll pass on this. Oh, measurement. Oh, sorry. That's a good point. I'm going to do the inside measurement because that's what's probably most important. So it looks like it's about 7 1/4 inside the cover to inside the cover. And overall, let's see, it's about 4 inches there from the top of this to here. So to the binding, it's about 5.5 inch. The overall length is about 10.5 inches. The overall length this way is about 8 inches, just under 8, 7 3/4. So, like I said, to me, it's paperback size, or something like that. And I was just looking for see if I had one within reach. It's not, not even close. I thought I'd have at least one paperback in the room. I've got books, but not the books are too large. Oh, here. I have a really old book. So here's an old book. But see, I can't flex it. It's a hardcover book. That's why I'm saying I don't think this would work well with a hardcover book unless you can bend it really quite a bit in the binding. So if I put a hardcover book and I bent it, it would damage the binding. It's an old book, see? The Boy's Diary. So that's why I say I think it's, unless I'm doing something wrong, I don't see how I'd get it on a hardcover book. That's why I thought it was for paperbacks. Maybe I'm wrong. There's probably a way of doing it. I'm just not smart enough to figure it out. Oh, gee. Everybody's sick. Wow, that's not good. All right. Well, we'll pass on that. I do have more bags and purses, so we'll get to that. I also have, I know last week, I forget which night, I had some petrified wood. I have other minerals like that, like amethyst clusters and all kinds of interesting pieces like that. If anybody's interested in that kind of thing, I could certainly bring some of that around. Okay, let's go back to jewelry. Let's see what we did. Oh no, we didn't do this piece. This is a good one. Let me get my necklace display board out. This is a really long necklace, so I'm going to do the best I can with it. And there it is. Okay, bring this up. Focus. There we go. So this is a necklace by a company called George. It is not silver. It is silver. It may be silver plate, but it's not silver. And we will start this at $6. Now I'll show you what I mean by how long this thing is. Let me get this out of the way for a second. Well, I wanted to show you just so you can see how it hangs. You can see it kind of alternates between these faux pearls and the silver in there. And this thing, there's the name right here. There's a name tag right there. It says George. And there's the clasp. And so this thing is incredibly long. Oh, Walmart, huh? I didn't know that. All right, so there's almost the full length of it right there on the camera. I'm going to guess it's about 30, yeah, a little over 30 inches. Maybe 32, looks like. I'd say 32 inch. So, did I put that in the chat already? What I wanted? No, I guess I didn't. But I just said what it was. So, there. Oh, I did put it in the chat already. Sorry. Okay. I'm not even paying attention to my own screen here. Terrible, aren't I? So, yeah, it's interesting. It's very long. I guess you could double it up. So it's interesting that we have these, the three silver tone rings and then the pearls, faux pearls in there as a pattern. Yeah, this is more or less, I guess it would hang right like that. Let's get it symmetrical. There you go. So, kind of an interesting pattern. Well, anyway, yeah. We'll say going once. Going twice. Yeah, it's probably somewhat vintage, I would guess. They call it a link and a long Silvertone link and faux pearls. That's what they call it in the description when I found it. Last call. And sold to Marlene. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You put that back in the bag and put your name on it. That came from the estate. That was one of the estate pieces tonight. I've mentioned this in the past, that there's an estate I've been working with. And that was one of the pieces. So I know, that's why I know it's probably vintage. Oh, is that right? They used to have good leather? That's interesting. Okay. Oh. Let's do another piece of jewelry, I think. Yeah, I like this one. This is an interesting. This is also another, I think, I wouldn't call this vintage, but I think might be close to vintage, only from the design. This is measure this one. This is a really, I would say 16-inch necklace. Let's get this on the board, and then we'll bring the camera up so you can see it. There. Okay. So this is an amethyst bead and crystal. Oh shoot! I did that again. I keep typing when I haven't clicked on the box. Amethyst bead and crystal necklace. And we'll start this one at $6 also. So I'll bring it up close. You can see the details. There's the little amethyst beads here, and then there's the little crystals in between the beads in the chain. It is not marked. I did not see a name, a maker's name on it. It uses the round type of clasp. There were no markings on it whatsoever. Let me show it against my hand here because I know that sometimes helps with describing how it looks better. And you can see the crystals a little bit better. They're tiny little crystals. The amethyst beads. If there's any interest. Here. Okay. Hang on a second here while I'm going to leave that for a second while I just grab something that's just outside my door. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. There. Okay. I'm just trying to answer Gina's question, and I haven't forgotten. I just need to get a box. So, Gina, the box is 8 by 6 by 4, and to put that light bulb in, and weighs 8 ounces without any packing around it, but it probably would weigh more than 9 with packing. So I would have to go on Pirate Ship and see what that would be for you. But meanwhile, nobody's interested in this particular little item, so we will pass on it. And let's try something else. Let me get the bag for that. And let's try earrings. Again, these are interesting. These are post-style earrings. I'm going to set them down here for a second, bring the camera down, and see if we can focus on those. There. They look like a little, turn this one properly. They look like this, they're a little full pearl. They look like it's supposed to be like a basket. Oh, good night, Cassandra. Thank you. I will invoice you right away. Yep. Gold tone. Full pearl earrings. Oh, we'll stock these at $4. If there's any interest at all, I'll bring them up close here in a second. You can see they're not very big. They're next to my thumb here. I bet you they're no more than a quarter of an inch or so in size. Yeah, they're under a half an inch. Just about a half an inch from top to bottom. Is there any interest in those? And they're a post like that. I didn't find any markings on these. Good question. I'm trying to get it closer. I didn't see any wear there. You look on the post. The post, the clips on the post look pretty clean. That helps. And I'll pull it off the card here so you can see the back. And there's the front. Again, I'll put it up against my fingers because I think sometimes that works better visually. It could be vintage, Cheryl. I have no idea. I don't even know where we got these. So, but I did not find any markings on them or on the backing. Sometimes it's the pen. My terrible fingers. Pardon my fingers on the screen. There we go. Okay, I see Marlinian at 4, so we'll say going once and twice and so on. Thank you, Marlene. I'll say it's sold. And write your name on the envelope that they're in. I'll try to be better organized tonight in some respects, so I can put everything in a little plastic envelope and write the person's name on it so I don't mess it up. There. How's that? Okay. Oh my. Oh, let's go with something else. I've got this really neat piece of lusterware that we will try and see what we can do with that. This is vintage Noritake lusterware. And we'll start this at, I think I wanted 6, yep. $6 stock. So it's in beautiful shape. Extremely clean. No chips anywhere. And there's the Murataki. So let me get the show on camera properly. Full focus. Let's say made in Japan on there. So it's got a black tone on the handles. This kind of a, I wouldn't call it gold tone. It's more, it's more of a brown gold tone, not a rose gold tone. Kind of weird to say it that way, but that's nice little flower painted there, and a set of flowers there. A little bit of marking on the bottom, but no chips or anything anywhere. It's in excellent shape. If there's any interest in that. Like I said, I've got some varying stuff tonight. Just alrighty. Just making some notes to myself here while I have it up. Okay. Alrighty. No interest in that. Find the next item I'm interested in showing. Yeah, we'll go with this. All right. Then this one. Waiting here. Okay, we will pass on this. All right. Another piece of jewelry. A little piece of dichroic on a necklace. It's her pendant. And it's a silver tone necklace. We'll start this at $5. If there's any interest, and we'll show that up close. You see the dichroic glass. Of course, the back of it is just a plain like that. I did not see any markings on this to indicate that it was silver. There's always a possibility. I didn't test it, but it is definitely not a silver necklace. It was magnetic. So, if there's any interest, hey Cyril, I see you at 5. And we'll say going once, and going twice. Last call. Sold, Cheryl, for $5. Thank you, Cheryl. You write that down. Alrighty. Oops, I put pass on the screen. I didn't take the old pass off. Sorry. Good grief. I have to say, having the moderator with Lori J on Saturday night was huge. I really did like that. Didn't have to think about putting this stuff in the chat. Any of that. It was kind of nice. Okay. This one here, I'm going to show another necklace. This one is, let's see, without the, well, it's variable in length, so I guess we'll just say that. It looks like it's about 16, but it has some extension. So this is a really pretty pearl, and I think these are rhinestone on silver tone necklace. And then I say it's faux pearl, by the way. Oops. Let's try that again. Faux pearl with silver tone / rhinestone necklace. And we'll start this at $9. Now, there is a name on this thing. Well, there's a logo on this thing. The only thing I could find that somebody claims this logo means was for a brand of jewelry called Christina. So I wrote that down, but I can't promise that's what it really is. The only marking on here is, you can see there's the extension and there's the clasp. Come on, focus. Let me steady my hand here. There we go. So a regular lobster cluster clasp. This has a really interesting logo. Let's see if that'll focus. There we go. Actually, it's shown pretty well. To me, it looks like a K with a line through it and a C maybe. And I know there's another brand with a similar logo that's something in cross or cross and something with using the K. But anyway, that is the logo on here. There was no other markings on it other than that. To show you the bottom here, we can see the rhinestones in their silver tone little rings around the base. Is 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then it's graduated pearls, as you can see, or faux pearls. Really good condition. Oops, I can hang it right here. There. But I thought it's a really pretty pearl necklace, or faux pearl necklace. Believe me, if it was real pearls, it'd be a lot more. I bought my wife a real pearl necklace last year. Oh my gosh, I can't believe what I paid for that. She loves it though. And that's what matters. Okay. Oh, not that. Okay, so that leaving that up too long. Put my markers and stuff out of the way here. And then next time I may have shown before. I don't know. I'm going to think I have, but I did recently sell something very similar to this, so to someone probably in the chat. But all right, we'll pass on this and bring that out of here. And that was oops, I didn't post that, but that was the faux pearl, and we're passing on that. And I had now another purse, bag, whatever. This is a Rossetti. Let me set this down. And you can see the name on here pretty clearly. Right there, Rossetti. And we're going to start this at $7. It's not leather, I don't believe. So it has a shoulder strap. See here. So it has a magnetic snap front pocket here. Here's the badge again. There's a little dirty there, but it's not too bad. So there's an outer pocket like that. There's the zipper in the pocket. And I got it stuffed with paper right now, so you can get that out of there. I do that to keep the bags from getting squished. There's the tag again on the inside, and a zippered pocket on the inside, and some regular pockets on the inside. I think the tag right there will say it's man-made material. 100% synthetic, man-made material. Yeah, made in Cambodia. Here's the back. There's the bottom. That's about, looks like it's about a foot across, and about 10 inches tall. Pretty standard for some of these bags. You can see why I stuffed the paper in it. Kind of keeps it from doing that. Well, at least it's standing up. I see Cheryl at 7. So let's say going once. Let's see anybody else bidding. Going twice. Last call. And we'll say sold to Cheryl for $7. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me put your name on that. Write it down. Don't do that, Cheryl. Makes it easier for me. Put a little tag on it just to keep it straight. You'll probably see that on some of the items when I ship it. I've left the tag right on there. Okay. How about a simple little pair of earrings? Bring the camera down. Like that. From Claire's. Oops. I meant to show the sold, not the other thing. Pardon me. Okay. All right. All right. So the Claire earrings. I wasn't going to ask too much for these. Was I? I don't think so. No, $5 start. Now, these are on the original packaging. It's interesting. So these have a, you can see the crystals in there. Well, it doesn't really show that well against them. This still has the original price on the back. Claire's. And you can see these has the little rubber, little plastic things, the little safety things on the piercing. So I don't know. Is Claire still around? I have no idea. Let me put my hands like that so I can get a better look at them. See the little crystals in there. For some reason, it's just not showing that. It's showing really well on my camera, when I'm looking at it, but the camera's not focusing really well on it. It's getting all twisted here. Hang on. It looks like it's uneven, but it's just twisted in the card here. Here we go. Yeah, that's better. So let me pin that up there. The crystal, the earlier ones, Marlene? Yeah, I will look to see what I have. I'll get back to you on that. I will let you know. I will make a note to myself right now. Shepherd's hook. I will let you know. Yeah. Oh, I will. I mean, thank you. I don't need to. It'll be something I'll tackle in the next day or so. My wife will. One of us will take care of it. So we're both good at it. So, okay. No interest in the Claire earrings. Let me keep track of what I've been showing here. Really gonna show that. Oh, I can't forget that. I almost forgot that. I showed that and sold that. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep track of my stuff here. Okay. All right. Well, we will pass on that. And pull those away. I have another bracelet. This one's got a bit of a Halloween theme to it, I think. Oops, that's got an extra earring caught on it. Pardon me. There. This one's a Halloween themed bracelet. It's a Pandora-like bracelet. It's not a Pandora. I'm just going to call it a beaded. How did I do that? There we go. Beaded Halloween themed bracelet. And I did spell Halloween wrong. And we'll start this one at $8. Okay. So what's interesting about these is, see these green beads? Let's see if we can get that on the camera there. They're the gold tone, but that's actually marked 925. Which is interesting. Just the green, just that one, that green bead, and that one are both marked. Let me see if I get my loop out here to read exactly what it says, but I know it says 925. It says, oh, that's interesting. It says Pandora on this side. And on the other side, it says 925 ALE. 925 is separate from the ALE. So I don't know if that means it's gold electroplate. But so that side is marked 925. This side is marked Pandora. With an actual logo on it. That's interesting. I did not know that. My wife told me about the 925. She did not tell me about the Pandora. There's the clasp. And you can see it's a really rugged bracelet. I mean, the core of it is really strong. So I see Marlene at 8. And you can see it's got the different charms here. The little spider web and a haunted house and skull, crossbones. Kind of a Halloween themed colors, more in a sense. I can't remember what the length is. I think it's either 7.5 or 8. If you're interested, I can check that. But yep. So yep, I am sure that's what that's what my wife said. That's what she wanted for them. So it was $8 start. And she said, yes, we know, but just those two beads are marked silver. The core is not silver. The other things are not silver. Just those two that are marked. I didn't know. I don't think she realized they were marked with the name Pandora. So it came from stuff that we obtained a while back, and so who knows where they came from. But Pandora bracelets are expensive, but this is not a Pandora bracelet. I can tell you that for sure because my wife made it. So, but the beads came from various sources, so who knows? Okay, we're going to say going once, going twice. Well, last call. And so Marlene. Oops, let me capitalize your name properly. For $8. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just going to put that in the bag. So put your name on it. Like I said, trying to be organized tonight. You know, the funny thing is, when I worked for IBM, I was extremely organized. My wife couldn't believe it, actually, because I'm very disorganized at home. I can't keep track of anything other than I have to use computer software to keep track of things for myself. Otherwise, it's just crazy. Where are you? Just write your name down on the list as well. There we go. Okay, let's throw another bag out there. Let's see what we got. I think this is technically not a purse or a bag. It's a Rachel Ray. I'm going to stand it up against the back wall here and then just bring the camera up just to show you. So I'm just going to call, I'm going to type this in and get rid of that. Rachel Ray bag. We'll start this one at, let's say $7. Okay. I don't know if it's ever been used. It doesn't look that way, but you'll notice that the line, probably it's got a couple dings on it. Looks like something on the inside. No dirt, nothing major dirt-wise. So Rachel Ray, style number, model number, made in China, imported in Canada. These all new material. It says something about polyethylene foam. So it made me think that, this is a lunch bag. So here's the Rachel Ray logo here and the outer pocket. And then you look at the inside pocket and you can see the silver lining. So it's got and then it's got the Rachel Ray logo on the zipper here as well. But it's interesting because it looks like it could be a handbag, but it's a lunch bag, as best as I understand. So I don't know if anybody would be interested in something like that. It's cute, and it's kind of a purpley color, I guess you call it, two-tone color. Pink and, well, not pink. I don't call that, light purple. I don't know. So it's got one outside pocket and just an open inside. So you put your lunch or whatever in there. And there it is. Excuse me. I'm just going through my list here to make sure I don't forget anything I really want to show tonight. Oh, yeah. Here's one. Okay. And that would be good. I'm just going through things here in the background just while you're looking at the Rachel Ray bag and picking out the next items to show. And we'll pass on the Rachel Ray bag. It's been long enough up there for people to look at it. And maybe next time. Okay. I have this bracelet. It's marked Italy 925. I tested it. It is silver. And here it is. It's just a very plain, oops. Window, here we go. There we go. And so you can see there's the clasp. And the marking on this is one of the ends here somewhere. It's marked. I don't know if you'll see that on camera. It's pretty faint. But it's marked there and there. It is about, I'm going to guess 8. 7.5. 7 and a quarter. So we'll start this at $10. Spell Italy right. Show it up close again. I mean, even the clasp is silver. Usually, sometimes we've had these, the jump ring or the clasp is not silver, but the bracelet itself is. This is all silver. We tested it, and this is a plain, nice silver bracelet. Rope bracelet. You can do what you want with it. Put beads on it if you want, or whatever. You have to just remove the jump ring. But really pretty little snake. I guess they call it, or I'm not sure that's the right term. So I think of it as snake because of the shape, but this is probably a better term. Herringbone, I think is the word they call it. Maybe, maybe not. Meanwhile, okay. I don't know if Jana is still there, but if she is, that package I would send you with that light bulb would cost about $5. So you're talking 11 total in cost, unless you want to include, unless there was something else you purchased, which I thought there was. Maybe not. Yeah. This would be an 8x6x4 box with a minimal amount of packing because they don't really need much for that. And it comes out to about 9 ounces. So it's about $5 to ship. Okay, no interest in the Italy bracelet. So we'll pass on that. And try, I've got some interesting earrings here. Cubic zirconia, it even says it on the card. Genuine cubic zirconia from Accent. And we'll start this at $6. And show it up close here. And this is the back. Oh, it's missing the little plastic piece, but I'll oops. You'll see that little plastic piece, but I can grab that. I can grab one of those for you. It's not a problem. Silver tone on the back. And there's the front. And I put my thumb against it for reference. My thumb's roughly an inch across, roughly. So it gives you an idea of size when they hang down in the post. But there they are. They really do catch the cubic zirconia. Really does catch the light. I'm trying to move it around so you can get a feeling for how it catches it. And then I assume there's when you feel the top, that little teardrop shaped piece, it does feel, it's not smooth to the touch. It's not. It's maybe tiny little stones in it, or just manufactured something or other. To be honest, I'd have to look at it with a loupe. My eyes aren't that good to tell you whether it's a stone in those or not. Let me look. Yeah, it looks like stones. Huh. So all these are little tiny stones in there. I assume more cubic zirconia. I don't know. Maybe just crystals. It doesn't. Not clear. Really pretty. things for those, and they're not, you see my thumb here for reference. They're not big danglies, but they are danglies. So usually I say roughly, it looks like roughly an inch from top to bottom as a reference. Okay. Thanks, Chris. Yes, I think those are pretty as well. I'm trying to be staying away from. I'm trying to give you the best I've got tonight. I think in some ways. I had a pair of sterling earrings here somewhere other there. But okay, well, we'll say pass on those as people have the time to look at them. And we'll get this next item up on the board. And I'll take that off. Now I've got something called it's called a mantra band. And it's a bracelet. Looks like it's about 2.5 across, roughly. So what it has, it's called a mantra band because it has a writing on it. And it says, everything happens for a reason. And that's what it has written on it. It's a gold tone. There are no other markings on it that I could find. So if there's a manufacturer marking or anything like that, I think it is just gold tone. I think when I tested that, I believe it was magnetic. Actually, yeah, it is somewhat magnetic. Yeah, it's somewhat magnetic. So it's probably some kind of an alloy. But so I didn't put a price in here. Mantra band. We'll start this at $4. If anybody's interested. Everything happens for a reason. I see Kristen at 4. So we're going to say going once. Going twice. Last call. I don't always mention this every week, but for people who have been pretty regular on here that I have already sold to in the past, when I sell like one item, if you want me to hold it till the next week, I'm okay with that. Just let me know either by email or in the chat, and I would be more than happy to do that. So, okay, so that's sold. Thank you. Let me write your name down, Chris, on this. And for those that bought from me Saturday, everything pretty much went in the mail as of today, and most of it was UPS. As I mentioned at the beginning, UPS seems to be getting the better deals over when compared to the Postal Service lately. So if there's a problem with that, and I have run into a recent problem, not because of service. I had to ship this, I may sell a package, this was not for personal use, to somebody at a university in Alabama, but they have a postal service there. And so I don't know if the UPS could deliver to the dorm. So I made sure, so it cost me a little extra to send it by the post office, but I knew it would get there for sure. Whereas opposed to UPS, I don't know what they would do when they get to the dorm, if they just drop it off the door. That wouldn't be very good. So just a tale of warning, I guess. Huh? All right, let me look at this necklace here. Is, I'm going to guess 16, I think, maybe 18. Almost 18, 17 to 18. And so I have a necklace I'm going to bring the camera up again. And I believe, somewhat vintage, because there's a barrel style clasp that's quite worn, and discolored, I should say, maybe not worn. It works. It's just a little bit of discoloration from age. And it's a amethyst and clear crystal necklace. Good. I'm glad you got it. Yeah. Yep, I can do that. Consider it done. Okay, so we get rid of the message on the screen and amethyst. And I'm going to call this and crystal. Let's just call this an amethyst crystal necklace. We'll start this at $8. I think that's what I wanted. I lost my little. Oh yeah, $8. Yep. $8 start. Now let's bring it up close so you can see it better here. So you can see the amethyst crystals. I showed you the clasp already. It does work. It does unscrew okay. So there's the. I'm calling it clear crystals, but it could be just quartz crystals, or it could be. They're cold. Whatever they are, they're cold to the touch, but they're clear. So I'm just calling it clear crystal, or they are chips, whatever they are. All of these are chips. See the chips? That's amethyst chips. So very, very nice. Getting a little out necklace. Yeah. Like I said, it was about between 17 and 18 inch in length. Is there any interest? Ooh, New Mexico. Ooh. Wow. Sounds like fun. I hope. Not too hot, though. It's getting toasty there, right? Let me write down that to hold. I'm just making some notes myself here. Sorry. Okay. Mantropan. That's right. I didn't write that one down. Huh. I didn't put it on my list. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah, because I know they've been in the hundreds plus down there at times. So kind of crazy. Okay. No interest in the necklace. So we will pass on that. And another pair of earrings. These are marked sterling. I'm trying to find it. We'll drop it. Fortunately, they're nice and sturdy. What else? These are interesting earrings. I'll show you one here, and then I'll set them down. It looks like an upside. To me, it looks like an upside down owl. I don't know what it's supposed to be, though. I don't think that's what it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be something else. But they are marked. There's a bug in here. It likes my light. They are marked sterling right there. If you can see it on that, right there, right next to my finger, on the top of the screen, on the top of the item. I mean, they are marked sterling, but they're a gold color. So I don't know if they're plated. I'm going to set them down and bring the camera down so you can see them while I type. So, I did not test them. So I don't, because I did not test them, I'm just going to start these at $7. No idea. I mean, they're very thin. They're not let me show it up close now again. These are not thick earrings. They are very thin, very, very light. And like I said, here's my finger for a reference. You can see they're just about, I'd say, 1.5 inches total from the hook down. I see Marlene at 7. And then this, again, there's the back with the sterling mark. It'll focus. Ooh, that shows nice. So they're a very interesting earring, I think. With a gold tone, Mark Sterling. So, I don't know what it. Again, I don't know what the intent was. Maybe there's supposed to be an owl hanging down. I don't know. I think owls do that, but you saw them earlier this year. What happened? What happened? I had two. Oh, I had another pair earlier this year. The ones I had earlier this year were silver color. These are gold tone color. They were exactly the same pattern, same markings. These have a gold tone to them. The others have a silver tone to them. Very strange. So I can't explain it. I'm not going to try. Other than that, I'm just going to say they are what I see they are, and they are marked the way they are marked, but I did not test them. My testing kit's right here next to me, but these are not fragile, not the right word, but they're very thin metal, and I'm just afraid of, you know how when you test it, you have to drag it across the stone to test it. So, yeah, no. The earlier pair sold, I'm pretty sure. So, all right, let me see. Going once, and they're very light. They're not this. You know, I probably could tell you. I'd be measuring it in grams. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it otherwise. It does look like an owl to me upside down, but I don't think that's what the intent is. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not. You know how the people say if you look at this picture you can see something. I can usually see that. I can like this. You know, they say you see these blurry lines, and they say, but if you look at it, you know, for a few seconds you can see a cat or you can see a word or whatever. Those I can do. But when it comes to looking at anything art related, that somebody says, "Oh, that looks like a cow." I'm looking at it, says that looks like a splotch of paint. So, last call. And we will say sold to Marlene for $7. Yeah. It's funny too, because both my older two daughters, one actually has a minor in art. She's a biologist, but she started as an art student. And my other daughter, who's the hairstylist and makeup artist, is an excellent artist. She draws beautifully. They both have it. I do not. And my wife says she doesn't know where they got it from because she's not very good at drawing either. So go figure. Thank you, Marlene. Let me write your name down on these. And put them in the envelope. 10 past 11. We'll show a couple more items, I think, and then I've got a few more. And they're not purses per se; they're bags. And this one still has the tag on it, so I want to show this one. Put this back here. Got to bring the camera up. So this is like a tote. I wouldn't call this a bag. I would call this a tote. And it's big. It is really big. And you can see it says Ellen Tracy, your gift. So somebody got this as a gift. And they probably bought a purchase or something in the store. And they never used it. Obviously, they left the tag on it. So this thing, I'm going to measure across the top here. That's why I let it fall off in a moment. It is over 18 and a half inches across. And standing up, I'm going to say it's probably close to 12 inches. No, 12 inches going up. So it's just a very simple, large bag with a zippered pocket there, pocket there. Looks like something to put pencils in, maybe your cell phone here, in a zippered pouch. And it's made by, it says Ellen Tracy. It's a heavy material. Doesn't say what it is, just says made in China. The handles, they look leather-like, but they're not. I don't think. And it's got a bright red, the interior matches pretty much the exterior. It says Ellen Tracy, your gift. Ellen Tracy fragrances, gift not for sale, licensed to Scannen, blah, 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 made in Germany. There's the tag that came with it. What do you think of that? So let that stay standing up for the moment. There we go. I didn't even write this one down, did I? Oh. All right. Well, is it a great brand? I don't know anything about that one. Ellen Tracy tote, I'm going to call this. We'll start this at, I don't know. It's brand new. We'll say $8. How's that? Does that sound fair? So, anyway. Like I say, obviously, I don't think it's ever been used. I didn't see, you look inside, there's no dust or, debris or, oh, there's another zipper pocket right there. I didn't see that one. So, yeah. So there's 2 zippered pockets inside, 2 bags. My wife would love this. She could carry all her stuff in there. No problem. Oh, there we go. I clicked on the wrong thing. Here, I went to click on the description, not the comment. Of course. All right. I should have stuffed that with paper. Didn't stay standing up. And it's got a magnetic clasp. I'm going to stuff it with paper just so you can see it. It looks like standing up. That usually helps. There we go. If there's any interest in that. If not, what was I going to do? I have a couple of watches, some more necklaces. I have an Avon bracelet. Oh, maybe we should show these. Cute little earrings. I can't remember if I showed this in last night or not. I'll leave those couple items up. Okay, no interest in that. The other bag I have is I'll show another one real quick here. This one also looks like it was never used. Still has a tag on it. From Bath and Body Works. Okay, we're going to pass on this. I just want to get the bags out there, so let me get that out. We'll pass on that. And then I have another one. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stuff this one with a little bit of paper so it'll stand up better. It's been sitting around a while. This one's, I think, also really, really big. You can measure this one across before I show it. 19 inches across and 13 inches tall. And this one is a giant tote with a handle that's been still taped up. See that? So that's what we see. I think it's ever been. And this says on it, Bath and Body Works, $40. And there's the interior. Like I said, I put some paper in there so I can stand it up. There's the Bath and Body Works. Again, there's a little hook there, probably to put your keys. But that's it. There's no external pockets. It's just a big Bath and Body Works tote. Yes, Chris. This will be up for replay. Yep. So a Bath and Body Works tote. It looks like I'm not posting it as newer tags, but you obviously know that it is. I'm telling you it is. We'll start this one, and let's say $8 for this one. there's any interest. And like I said, it's one big bag. I mean, and I'm assuming this is this is vinyl. I think it doesn't. Is there a tag in here that says what these? I don't see other than this, the silica gel pack still in there. I don't see a tag saying what the material is, but I'm guessing it feels like a cloth interior and a polyvinyl exterior. The original price was $40 from Bath and Body Works. So it's a beautiful color. Yeah, it's red. That's red, and kind of an alligator finish to it, right? That alligator look to it. Not that there's red alligators out there, but you know what I mean. So, okay. All right. And like I said, I've got a couple more jewelry items I'll show, and I'm going to call it a night. And then we will see you again next Wednesday, if not sooner. So I don't think I'll end up, I'm not related to anybody else's channel, so we will probably be next Wednesday again. I don't think there's a problem with me being on next Wednesday at this point. I have fun looking at tomorrow. We've got a busy day tomorrow where there's a thing called Paws in the Park, PAWS. It's a benefit for the shelter where we picked up rescued our puppy, and it's raised money for that, and it's in the park up in St. Albans, and we were late in the afternoon, so we're taking her to that, and gonna have some fun with that. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the clasp first. Here's the clasp. You see it's that toggle style clasp. I don't think I showed this last week, but I'm not sure. It looks like hematite. Is cold to the touch. Let me see if it's magnetic at all. Oh yeah. Well, that might be the cord that's magnetic. It is definitely magnetic in that sense. But let me bring that camera up a little more here so you can see it better. I'm getting. Oops, I didn't measure that. I'm guessing that's 16 to 18 inches. Let's have a look. Looks like, it's at least 16, maybe 17 inch. It's got a, hematite. I'm going to call this hematite. Oops, I can get rid of that. Necklace. We'll start this at $6. Yeah, that sounds fair, right? So let's bring it up closer. You can see it. Really good detail. Of course, the light, I take the light off, but so you're seeing my light reflecting on it. If we take the light away, you get a kind of a better look at it without the light glaring on it. But you see how the light catches it. Like I said, it's a toggle style clasp. Varying size beads, two different size beads, plus the larger pendant at the bottom. And we will pass on that. I'm not going to dwell on these because I'm trying to wrap it up quickly here. But anybody interested, watching later, of course, you can always zing me a note. Okay, the next two items I'm opening this board for, and I might need this. I've got an Avon piece. Actually, I thought I had two Avon pieces tonight. This is the only one I have within reach. I think this is vintage, but it is marked Avon. A little bracelet, and I better measure this because it looks small. Gold tone bracelet. I'm trying to get a pot. There we go. There it is. It's Avon. And it looks to be about 6 1/4 inches. So I knew it was one of the small size. So I'm aware of that. But it is marked Avon. Right there. gold tone, kind of an interesting pattern to it. I wouldn't call it herringbone. It's got a kind of a ridge to it, but we'll start this at only $4. Is any interest in that? And then we have one more item after this. And I promise next time I'm hoping that I should have more purses, more things along the way of regular purses. I just got to find the bin that they're in. Yeah, I know it was on the small side for a lot of people. So, okay, we're going to pass on that. Oops, wrong button. There we go. And bracelet. And then I've got a pair of earrings. Post earrings, small, actually. They're quite small. Dog's barking at something. Okay. Oh, okay. Yep. I had that right in my hands just a second ago. This one. Yeah, that one. Okay. I'll write your name on the bag, Cheryl. Thank you. Chris. Chris. And we'll set that with the other item that's set aside for you. So, cool. Thank you. Let me write it down in the chat here. Oops. So, Italy. Bracelet to Chris. Oops. Okay. And so last but not least, and I wish I had a little card to mount these on. I'm going to have to show it with my hand, and I apologize for that. These are gold tone earrings. I'm going to lay them right here for just a second and then bring the camera down. They're very tiny and delicate. Let me post it in the chat here. I'm going to guess these are rhinestones, but I don't know for sure. If I misspell rhinestones, can't spell rhinestones. Rhinestones. Start them at $4. I have no idea. They are marked with. I'm going to type in the name. So that's the brand name, but that's in the chat here. But so, as you see me holding it in my hand, it's kind of a purple-colored stone or crystal, and a clear one underneath it, and just a simple little post, gold tone, and it's marked Evoke. I can't remember where it was marked, but it's marked. I think it was on. Yeah, it's marked Evoke there on that. That'll focus. Interesting, huh? It does, doesn't it? I have no way of testing it, so I'm giving you a chance at a real bargain. I don't even know where we got these, to be honest with you. It's not marked gold or anything like that. No markings anywhere being gold, and I don't think they are, just from the color. you can usually tell the difference between real gold and gold tone. And but these are really, you get the light on there, so you can see the light. The color of the stone is really pretty, but they're really tiny, delicate little pieces. And like I said, the only marking was on the backing that said the word evoke. If that means anything to anybody, I think I looked it up and it didn't seem like much, but it wasn't anything that was a big deal. But I can't remember. It was a while ago. I was trying to find a card or something to mount them onto, and I thought I had a couple in here with me. There were some cards here at one time to mount them on, but I seem to have cleaned my desk off. So, but anyway, yeah, there they are. They're very delicate. They're very, very tiny. Like I said, you can see like I said, my thumb, which is there in the picture, is about 1 inch across. So you can figure these are about maybe 3/4 of an inch, 2/3 of an inch in that range in length. But they really do catch the light, and it's a purplish, reddish purplish color to it in the clear underneath it. I did not test them, so and I said, I thought I had a little card here to pop on them. I'm looking here to see if I have one within reach, but I don't see one. No, that's not a card. Well, I suppose I could use this. Hang on a second. Oh, I see Chris in at 4. Here. I put it on this Napier card, so just so you can see it. There, that's better. Actually shows the light, the color of the stone better too. You ignore the price is what I'm starting it at, but yeah. Okay. We'll say going once. Oops. Gotta put my finger in the chat here. Going once. Going twice. Last call. So to Chris for $4. And if you find that this is something nice, I would not be upset if you tell me, hey, I was able to sell these for $20 or $200 or whatever. I think that's fantastic. If you got yourself a good deal, I'm happy. I have no idea on these things. So you're welcome. Thank you for your purchase. And you put your name on the bag that they're in, Chris, and we'll set that with the other items we're holding for you. And hope you have a safe trip. Okay, well, this is getting late. It's 11:30, so let me switch cameras. I've got my new camera for those that haven't been watching before, but I've got a new camera that I have mounted on my screen now, so I think I got the focus set correctly this time. It was a little off on one of the times I was using it recently. It's a manual focus. It doesn't automatically focus, so I have to manually focus it. But I still like it because it's a much higher resolution, and you can see the reflection of my glasses and my lighting in here. But anyway, so thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a great evening. 7 watching. Oh, yeah, cool. And like I said, if you get a chance to go back and look at the rest of it, if you see something that didn't sell, please email me. It's on the screen here. It's also in the chat. At the top of the chat, I think I pinned it. So, what else might I say? Oh, yeah. So I plan to be back again next Wednesday. Same time and everything as we've been doing. And I will still leave open if there's somebody who's would like to join me. I'd be more than happy to have you on and on my channel. If you've never done this before and you say, hey, I got stuff I'd like to try and sell, I'll walk you through it. And it's not complicated, really. And I'm not great at it, but I work at it. And I'm not a shy person, so I have no problems with working with people. My wife drive my wife crazy. I'll walk up to total strangers and start talking to them. So, if the opportunity is correct, I don't intrude on people. But like today, I saw somebody at the supermarket, and I had bought some packing material from. And I said hi and got talking with her and stuff. And she took her a minute to remember who I was, but my wife says, "Yeah." It's like she just shakes her head and says, "You talk to anybody." So that's the way I am. Always been that way. But been spoken in front of hundreds of people, and spoken in front of 2 or 3 people. So it's not a shy person. And when I was in the rock, if you were on Saturday's thing with me and Beth, you probably heard that I was in a rock band as a drummer, and a blues band and a country band, and a few other things. So yeah, not a shy person. But got some interesting stories to tell. Someday maybe I'll do that. Post a video, some of my exploits, and maybe put a few pictures up as well if I've got them still. Back when they were on film. But anyway, I hope you all have a pleasant and a blessed evening and a great coming weekend. And we are looking forward to this fantastic weekend. We're finally going to get down to the normal temperatures in the 70s. So, yeah. It was a good show on Saturday with Beth and ICU nurse and Carolyn, and Lori J was the moderator. So it worked out really well. And I will try and get the invoices out in the next couple of days, and except for the folks that I'm holding for. And if that's okay with you, that's what I'll do. I think that's it. Excuse me, throat's getting dry. Talking too much. Have a good night.